Kept the heads.
Oof.
That's some type of crazy.
Talking about the mindset and the psychology behind this.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
That is chilling.
He continued to kill people.
Welcome to another episode of Not Today Society. I'm Pat.
And I'm Bonnie.
And today we're doing more of a deeper dive on serial killer videos. We've done some that incorporated serial killers and creepy stuff and scary and this and that. But today, we didn't see any of these, by the way. But it seems it's more about different serial killers. It could be stories, different. Honestly, I have no clue. We're just going to dive into it. I don't know.
Kind of just find like the first few seconds. We're like, maybe it's a good one.
And then we save it and then we react to it and show you guys, get your opinion. So if you enjoy this type of content, we have anything from... I love this one, when she reacts to spiders. We have multiple of those. Definitely check them out. We have some scary, some conspiracy theory ones, a ton. But today...
Creepy.
Yeah. Today we're doing straight up serial killer related videos. So join us on this ride and let's see. Here's video number 1.
He's dead.
He's dead, man.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh boy, oh boy.
You don't feel bad about it?
No.
Would you do it again?
Yes. Oh God. I wanted to. Oh my God. Birthday. No. 13 years I wanted to go get him. I'm devastated. Oh, honey. Oh. Come kiss me, please.
No, you killed my dad.
I don't pray to anybody.
Call him as a higher power.
I prayed today.
Okay.
First time I ever prayed.
What'd you pray for?
Hope he died.
Oh boy.
What?
She's got some mental problems, it sounds like. That is not normal. The way she's acting and speaking, that's not normal.
No.
She killed her...
She told, I guess, the daughter or whatever the person was there to come give her a kiss. And she was like, no, you killed my dad.
Yeah, and then she prayed that the person died, or she like nothing about that made sense.
I prayed today for the first time.
Something about her
that
killing.
He dies.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what that person has, what sort of mental illness, but you let us know what is going on.
Or is she just a psychopath?
Yeah, because we want to go deeper into psychopaths, psychology, and all that.
Oh yeah.
What is the word? Psychopathy? Is there a word for psychology and psychopaths? If there is, drop it below, because obviously I'm not smart enough to know it. Psychopathy? I think that's the word I'm looking for.
Okay.
Is psychopathy a word? I think it is.
Okay.
Anyway, there's definitely something.
That's just messed up. It was the granddaughter, actually. It had to be the granddaughter. And she said, come kiss me. And she said, no, you killed my dad. Like, what?
That's so messed up.
Here's some crazy facts you probably didn't know about Ted Bundy. And in case you don't know who Ted Bundy is, he's an American serial killer from the 1970s who confessed to killing over 30 women. Number 1, Ted Bundy decapitated 12 of his victims and kept their heads as souvenirs. Number 2, he actually helped the FBI solve the case of the Green River Killer, who ended up being Gary Ridgway. And Bundy did this by analyzing the killer's psychology and motives, and they were able to track him down. And number 3, contractors believe that Ted Bundy's childhood home is haunted. During the 2016 renovations of the home, contractors heard knobs jiggling and tapping, and they even claimed to read notes that said "leave" and "help me" written in sawdust in the basement.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, so we could literally probably do a whole video on Ted Bundy. But
so, yes, the souvenir thing, kept the heads. That's some type of crazy souvenir.
Yeah.
But then the second one where he...
goes hand in hand with the whole psychological mindset. He helped solve someone else.
Since he was already locked up, I guess, he helped solve another
because he has the mindset, I guess, you know what I mean?
I've seen
just
that.
like another serial killer. So he was able to kind of puzzle the pieces together to help solve a case.
That person. Yeah. That's
pretty crazy.
Pretty cool. But the haunted one at the end.
Yeah.
That's freaky.
That is.
Was she a friend?
She was, until she started stealing stuff out of the house. I asked her, why are you stealing? And she said, I needed money. And I said, you have a bank account. I was paying her $4.25 an hour just to clean the apartment.
So she was thieving from you?
She was taken from me and my wife Rose.
Does that warrant killing her?
Huh?
Does that warrant killing her?
Well, to me it did.
Is that right?
No, I went back to clean up.
She was found with her head removed.
That's right.
How did that happen?
Easy. Just pick it up and move it.
What, you just pull the head off?
Yeah, it was already off. You know, we spent a day down Turning Point Park, you know, feeding the ducks and walking around, and we were making out. And then she just flipped, you know, jumped up, says, I'm going to scream, I'm going to tell the cops. I snapped her neck. Stayed there all day until dark. Then split her open from her neck to her groin. I didn't go all the way deep into the stomach area, just split her open. I don't know why.
Wow. Talking about the mindset and the psychology behind this, literally every video that we see, just, it's gross.
Yeah.
The way these people are speaking. And they're speaking like completely normal people in the sense of like the way they're speaking, like all nice and calm.
Like matter
but the
of
words,
factly.
yeah, but the words coming out of their mouth are insane.
Yeah.
It's
like
just crazy.
Something about the head, like, oh, I just picked it up and moved it.
I split her open from. That's just like, it's crazy the way he talks about these things. Like it's completely normal, which being a serial killer, and I'm putting it in quotes because he's talking about one killing. So I don't know who this is. I don't know who all, you know, if it's just a serial killer, a one-time murder, or whatever. Regardless, the way he's speaking so calmly and fluid about this moment in time, which is just hideous and disgusting, is crazy. That they can think and just talk like that.
Well, it seemed like it was like she worked in his house or something.
Yeah, and she did something wrong. She stole, I think.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
God.
Like, I know stealing is wrong, but that is not, just like the guy said, does that
Call
warrant killing?
cops if you have to.
Yeah,
Like,
the interviewer said, does that warrant killing her? And he's like, well, to me it does. Well, to a psychopath, to a serial killer, not to a normal human being. You confront the person, you call the cops, you do something else. But yeah, the mindset of serial killers and psychopaths are just completely different.
I think I need to fix my mic. It keeps moving.
He's supposed to put it up.
Yeah, I know.
All right, we just had to adjust her microphone.
It kept like tipping down, and it like kept pulling my.
Because you had the magnet was so low that
Oh, sorry.
we're good now. Microphone
Okay.
fix is good. All right,
Yeah,
next
that was
video.
creepy.
At nighttime, what do your parents do to your door?
Lock it shut,
Why do they lock it shut?
because they don't want me to hurt John.
And what would you do to him, Beth?
Stab him,
What would you stab him with?
a knife.
And they're kind of afraid of you hurting John? Are they afraid that you might hurt them?
Yep,
Would you, Beth? When would you do it?
nighttime,
Why would you do nighttime?
because I don't like them seeing me do it.
What? Like, oh
Wow.
my God.
Like, we've
that
been
looked like
watch-
a little innocent girl.
Yeah, we've been watching all these older folks. That's just scary. Like, is it genetic in a way? Like you were talking about being brought up in a household, but that girl is so young.
Yeah.
Like, how can she learn all of this at that age? And
The
think,
parents
it has
locked
to be
her in her room at night. I've
Because
seen
they were-
longer
because
clips
they were-
about that girl. I
because they were
think.
scared that she was going to
Yeah.
harm the brother, the
brother,
family,
and them.
themselves.
That is chilling, and it just goes to show you that it's not always like how you're brought up, or you know, being in a abusive home or something. Like, people are born as psychopaths.
Well, that's what I was
guess.
about to say. Most of the time you think it's from them being brought up a certain way, being around certain things, from past experiences. But then you have a girl like this that it seems like, I don't know the parents, but it seems like the parents are scared of her. Did they do things to her? Like, I don't know. But this might be an example of, like you said, she was born with this mindset. Like this
some
psychotic
people are just
mindset.
born sick. Like,
It's
this is almost, it's
crazy.
almost like a mental illness.
And that, I feel bad. Like, a young girl like that should have her life ahead of her.
yeah,
Not
that's-
be put in a box because she's going to be killing people. But you hear the way she spoke. She needs to be put aside.
Yeah, and then the ending, how it's like,
crazy.
why do you do it at nighttime? Because I don't like them seeing me, or I don't want them to see me do it.
Yeah, something. It's just crazy.
Like
Everything
she wants
said,
them to be asleep.
everything
like,
she said,
God.
you would think it came out of like Ted Bundy's mouth, like we just saw, like someone older who has experience of killing and being through this, and she's just a young girl saying this. That is scary and sad.
So there's two different things. There's a psychopath and then a sociopath. A sociopath is just someone that like doesn't care. A psychopath is something completely different. Like there's a little bit deeper of that, but like
we gotta look into that more.
There's sociopaths, like, you know, that's one thing, but psychopaths like that's a psychopath. Like, something is wrong. She's sick.
And then he climbed on top of me, and I knew at that moment he was going to rape me. I tried to kick him, I tried to punch him, and he stabs me in my neck. And he said, "Look how easily I could kill you." It's amazing what goes through your mind when you think you're gonna die. After he had raped me, he hit me, and my mind completely blacked out. I was hit maybe 5 or 6 times in my face. And then I think he hit me 5 or 6 times in the back of my head when I turned over. He completely knocked me out. I do think he thought I was dead. I don't know how long I laid there. I don't even remember getting up to get help. I saw this house. The lights were on. The door was open. I mean, they didn't know if somebody else was coming back to hurt me. But he called 911 for me.
The fingerprints that were recovered at the Cernick home matched those found at Dr. Benton's house. And they matched Angel Maturino Resendez, a Mexican drifter who had been going back and forth across the border, committing minor crimes. In addition to the fingerprints, we had DNA in Dr. Benton's case as well as the Cernicks because they both had been sexually assaulted. And then we got a hit. It was from a 1997 Kentucky case. 2 kids on railroad tracks. The boy was murdered. The girl was sexually assaulted and left for dead. When I heard about Holly, I just about, that somebody survived it was so huge. We knew we had a serial killer. There was an active manhunt for him. The horrifying thing was that while he was being hunted, he continued to kill people.
A nationwide manhunt is underway for a suspect in multiple brutal murders in Texas and Kentucky.
People were getting so scared around the country, especially who lived around railroad tracks, were just scared to death.
He was worth thousands of dollars, and the family, I think they cashed in the lottery ticket, so to speak.
The surrender was voluntary, and it's something that he did on his own, and it was also the wishes of his family.
Our case was completely airtight. I mean, we had DNA and fingerprints from every homicide.
Mr. Resendez, would you please rise? Rule the jury found the defendant Angel Maturino Resendez guilty of capital murder as charged in the indictment.
I survived because I wasn't done. I survived to do something.
Wow. That was definitely a longer one, but I gotta say I'm happy they caught that guy.
Yeah.
There's so many that we see where they don't catch the person, and these people are despicable, and I'm just glad that it ended with that person being caught. It's sad that it went on as long as it did, because it seems like there was a lot of victims of his.
Yeah. What did it say, like the family cashed in? Did you catch that?
I heard something, but I do not recall. I don't recall.
Yeah, well, it kind of made me think of whatever. But there was a cash reward for him. But
there was I think that I saw was like $125,000.
Like it almost made it seem like somebody cashed. Like I don't know. That was weird. But
yeah, no, I missed that. I heard it, but I saw the cash reward section.
Yeah.
One thing that I remember that I wanted to speak about was when the survivor. She said she got hit, she fell on the floor, and the guy probably thought she was dead. That's something.
They did.
I'm just saying, in any scenario, no one should ever be in this scenario. But if you're ever in like a scenario where someone's like attacking you to that degree, playing dead is probably the best thing you can do.
Right.
Unless the person
After,
is
like,
literally gonna like want to kill you, like to that regard,
Yeah.
like those crazy psychopaths.
But
You get hit, they push you, like lay down, don't move. Like,
this guy was raping her, and he kind of did what he wanted to do, and he hit her multiple times, front, back, and he thought so.
He probably thought,
she may have been unconscious and just happened to wake up.
Genuinely, and then
worked out for her. That's
it's
oh god,
crazy. Like I said, I'm just glad he got caught. I think we're gonna. You know what? We have other serial killer videos that we're gonna do, but I think we're probably gonna keep them for another video. Like I said, we want to start releasing content hopefully daily for you guys. So we're gonna keep this one a little bit shorter. It's our first one where we only go over serial killer, like video documentary, little shorts like that we find on TikTok and stuff. If you're interested in this, definitely let us know. Anything you wanna?
No, that's just. It's intense. These ones are definitely more intense than like
they're more like
the conspiracy ones or the spider ones
or the straight up scary, because this has that psychological mindset to it. They make you think. It's emotional. It's different. Yeah, it's not there just to scare you.
Right.
It literally makes you think about society.
We did a scary one, like a paranormal. Like those are, it's freaky. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like since we did that a few days ago, like I'm still freaked out at night. I'm not gonna lie. But this is just a little bit more
real and intense.
Like harder on me, I guess, on you too.
Yeah, like I said, it's emotional.
Just, knowing that people have lived, like, because we're just in our daily lives. Like we're lucky enough that we have never experienced anything like that. Like it's just really sad to know that people go through these things,
been through
and
them,
there are crazy people out there, psychopaths, sociopaths, whatever it is, and. Yeah.
All right. Well, like I said, we're gonna have other ones with this, serial killer. We're probably gonna start making playlists on our YouTube to kind of sectionize it. So if you're like, if you like one thing more than others, you can go through. But we highly suggest to check out all of our videos.
Don't get me wrong. I do like true crime stuff. Like I find it very interesting, but it's just a little bit more taxing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoy this content, consider subscribing. Dropping a comment, giving it a like, and we will see you in our next episode. Thanks a lot.
All right. Bye.